Hi, I'm Greg Ellis here with the 18, and I'm back with another 18 in 18.
First up, the USA.
It is time to talk seriously about what happens if the USA don't qualify for the World Cup. Everyone in the USA will be sad, Bruce Arena will get fired, and we'll never see the new national soccer stadium erected in his name, the Bruce Arena Arena. But at least Christian Pulisic is cap-tied. Even though the USA currently boasts the most talented generation of young players it's ever had, it would be hard to see the positives. If the
Manager change.
If the USA don't qualify for the next World Cup, who do you think should be the next manager after Bruce Arena? Bring back another former coach in Jurgen Klinsmann, or maybe sticking with Europeans? I'm hereby throwing my hat into the ring. Hear me out. I speak the language, I live here, so no relocation fees. My fantasy Premier League team finished fourth in my Friends League last season, which is strictly a Champions League place, and I can read this auto cue thing really quickly. The offer's there, guys.
Soccer words.
Here are some soccer terms you will need to know if you consider yourself a true fan. Trequartista, V.A.R, offside, false nine, away goals rule, Europa League, cup tied, cap tied, advantage, target man, wing back, release clause, matchday squad, flat back four, promotion, relegation. Right, go and learn those and impress your friends at parties if they're the kind of people who are really easily impressed by soccer terms being told to them at parties. I'll figure this out on the fly.
V.A.R.
Major League Soccer's been using video assistant referees this season, and it's been a very controversial issue so far. Let's find out how it's...
There he is. Video review.
What do you mean a dive? Great joke. Who even writes these things? Am I shining or am I alright?
Barcelona.
Right, I got a bit more time on this one. Barcelona's Neymar replacement, Ousmane Dembele, was injured this week and has been ruled out until at least January 2018 following thigh surgery. Messi and Iniesta still haven't signed their new contracts, but somehow Barcelona are still ahead of a loaded Real Madrid side, and we don't know how. Right.
V.A.R. again.
The German Bundesliga... Oh, that was weird. Zombie. The German Bundesliga is also experimenting with video assistant referees, so let's see how they're doing. Are you going to cut in another clip of me falling off the chair or something? Apparently this joke is running through this segment. I don't even think it's funny. Alright, Steve. I said it. Alright, this is a nice...
FIFA
one.
18.
This season's edition of the preeminent soccer video game FIFA 18 is the 25th in the franchise, which dates back to 1993. The first game, FIFA International Soccer, was released on Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, that's Mega Drive where I'm from. This year's game is slightly more advanced, available on Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch, but you still can't beat your big brother, can you? This one has numbers in, so bear with me on this one. Tickets to the 2018 World Cup will be as little as $105 for a group stage match and range from $455 to $1,110 for the final. 7-match packages can be bought for as little as $1,480 to follow your country through the entire tournament should it progress to the final, which, like mine, it probably won't.
Jack Wilshere.
Despite having played with Arsenal for nearly a decade, Jack Wilshere is still just a 25-year-old lad. Since his first team debut in 2008 at the age of 16, the once precocious, oft-injured midfielder has barely made over 100 league appearances with the Gunners, for whom he still plays. Occasionally.
Halftime.
We're currently receiving a very high number of calls, so you may experience a delay.
Right, let's go.
Atlanta Stadium.
I did Donald Trump.
Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz Stadium set the record for the largest standalone crowd in a Major League Soccer match. It was huge. It was like my inauguration. It went on and on and on. Even when the rain came out, people were there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Huge.
World Cup winners.
Go. Having been contested 20 times since 1930, 8 different countries have won the World Cup title. They are Brazil with 5, Germany and Italy with 4, Argentina and Uruguay with 2, and France, England, and Spain with 1 each. No team outside of Europe and South America has won a World Cup, but we're totally sure the US will win it in 2018, assuming they qualified.
U.S. women.
We'll go on this one. 7 different women have scored 5 goals in a match for the United States women's national team. Brandi Chastain was the first to do it in 1991 against Mexico. She was followed by Michelle Ackers, Tiffany Milbrett, Abby Wambach, Amy Rodriguez, Sydney Leroux, and most recently Crystal Dunn in 2016 against Puerto Rico.
15.
I bought a clipboard from a dollar store.
Christian Pulisic.
How prepared I am. Happy 19th birthday to the former boy wonder Christian Pulisic. The Hershey, Pennsylvania native is now a man, and he'll be looking forward to doing things like legally drinking throughout Canada and gambling away his hard-earned professional earnings in Nebraska in his new lease on life. They grow up so quickly, don't they? Bollocks. Right.
Toronto
I'm
FC.
fresh. I'm fresh. Toronto FC's march to the 2017 MLS Supporters' Shield has continued unabated of late, and the Canadian side now have their sights set on becoming the greatest team in MLS history. The 2011 LA Galaxy currently hold that title, but Toronto has to win just 2 of its final 5 games to eclipse LA's historic points total of 67.
Carlos Tevez.
Carlos Tevez's Chinese Odyssey. No, it's not a restaurant, it's his predicament, and it's turned remarkably sound just 8 months after commencing. Dubbed the very homesick boy by local media, the Argentinian striker is pocketing $850,000 a week, $41 million annually, but he's been accused of being overweight and indifferent while scoring only 3 goals in 13 appearances.
Sleeve sponsors.
Eagle-eyed viewers will have noticed one small change in the EPL this season, with clubs being allowed sleeve sponsors for the first time in history. The limited advertising space has been dominated by tyre companies, but the clear winners are Everton, who've been proudly displaying an ad for mobile game Angry Birds, and Manchester United, who are currently in talks with the dating app Tinder. Honestly.
Dangerous play.
A major talking point this month has been the application of the playing in a dangerous manner law in the world of football, chiefly with regards to players kicking each other in the face. If it's not deliberate, playing in a reckless manner and endangering the safety of players around you is a red card. There really is no debate here, so stop it.
15. Short corner.
A recent tactical trend around the globe is the short corner. Instead of lumping the ball straight into the mixer from a corner kick, many sides are electing to play it short and go from there. Now, if you find this trend infuriating, you will hate watching Atlanta United play. According to Opta, the MLS side has played 60% of their corners short. That's 23% more than any other club. Well, I've been Greg Ellis, and that's been the 18 in 18 here on the 18. That's a lot of 18s.